welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Danielle. I'm currently following the Slimming World plan to try and lose a little bit of baby weight and also just have a little bit of more of a healthier lifestyle. So a little bit about me. I have a 9-week-old little girl and I also have a 3-year-old boy. So I'm a very busy woman. So trying to fit in healthy food and change my lifestyle so it's a little bit more healthier can be difficult. So I thought we would go on this journey together and then just see how we get on. So today's video is going to be a recipe video. Now I'm not the greatest cook, so if I can do any of these recipes you definitely can. So we're going to be making a fake away, and it's the doner kebab fake away, which I've not had a doner kebab for years, but I used to love them, and they, you know, if we counted the sins in them they would just be ridiculous. So let's try this healthier version and see how we get on. Let's get into the video. We're just going to do a bit of a chatty video today. Let me put the light on so might be a little bit better. Yeah, so we're just going to do a bit of a chatty video today, let you know how I'm getting on Slimming World while we do a bit of cooking together. So like I said, I'm going to be doing the doner kebab, and it takes a little bit of preparing this one. So it's about 12 o'clock now, so I'm going to be doing it for tea tonight. So at the minute I've got a pan on and I'm just going to cut up a red onion right here. Never know where to angle the camera, whether I should be doing it on the food or on me or whatever, but we'll leave it on me for now while we're having a bit of a chat. So I'm currently on, I think, week 3 of Slimming World, and I'm going to be completely honest with you all, I've struggled with it, and it isn't necessarily due to the plan at all, it's due to me. I've just had a lot going on and I've struggled to concentrate on it. So the first couple of weeks I lost about 3.5 pounds, I think, and I've put it all back on because I've just had a few days off plan, and you know, it takes a few weeks to lose it and a few days to put it back on, so sometimes it's just not worth it. And yeah, I just sort of had a few days where I was just pigging out, so I really want to get back on it. And what I'm kind of, I think for me, I've said this in one of my other videos, is I use food's a very, I don't know how to explain it, it's like an emotional thing. So when I'm feeling quite down or I'm a bit anxious or anything like that, I find using food as a comfort, which I think a lot of people do, to be honest with you. But you initially get that buzz, don't you? So for me, it's chocolate. So if I'm having a bad day, stressful day, feeling a bit anxious about something, I'll eat chocolate, and then I feel good within that moment. And then after, you know, especially at night, I've had a day where I've just eaten a lot of rubbish. At night I just feel bloated and I just don't feel good in myself and a bit sluggish and not great. So yeah, you get that initial buzz from it, but then you know, you don't feel good later on. So sometimes it's just not worth it. I mean, sometimes, you know, go for it and have a day where you eat, you know, what you want, but it's then putting a stop to it and thinking, okay, I've done that now, let's just start afresh. You know, I had a first good couple of weeks on plan, and then last week I just went rogue and I had a Chinese chocolates and things like that. Had the Halloween chocolates in already and I've been eating them. So I would love your tips and tricks on how to stop on plan. I think for me it's got to be, like I said, prep, and that's what I'm going to do this week. So we're on Monday now, tomorrow's Tuesday, so we've got the food shopping coming tomorrow. So I think I'm going to start tomorrow prepping my lunches, because it's in the daytime when I really struggle. At night I'm not so bad. I mean, years ago it was at night time when I want to just eat loads, but because I have to sort Harper out, and she can be like up and down throughout the night, so we can kind of start, we get Henry in bed and things like 7:30, 8ish to sleep, but then till about 11 p.m. I'm feeding, trying to put down, settle her and things like that. So I usually have a cup of tea, like if you've seen on my videos, and a curly whirly. That's usually my thing in the evening, because I do like to have something sweet in the evening, so I like to take my sons to have something nice. So I think we're going to just prep a few lunches this week. I put a red onion in the pan, and I've got a teaspoon of garlic cloves. So this is the very lazy garlic, which, you know, has me down to a T really when it comes to cooking. Yes, we sat. So I've got Henry just behind me somewhere as well, so if you hear me talking, I'm not talking to myself, I'm not gone that mad yet. I'm talking to him. It's that multitasking, isn't it? What we sort of women do, we're good at multitasking.
I'm speaking.
Yes, baby. So we've got the onions and garlic in the pan at the moment. We've got all our herbs here. So we've got some garlic granules, which I don't think we'll need because we've got garlic there. We've got cinnamon, not cinnamon, we've got ginger, we've got cinnamon, we've got pepper, we've got salt, and it says cumin. So I haven't got cumin, but would curry powder be okay? Because I think cumin has that taste of curry, or am I completely wrong? I'm probably completely wrong. Like I said, I'm not a chef, so if this turns out good, then honestly anybody could cook it. I've not had a doner kebab for years. It's one of those really indulgent things, and I think it's like Marmite, isn't it? You either love it or you hate it. Like some people are like, I will not touch a doner kebab, whereas I used to love a doner kebab after a night out. I really would enjoy it, but the sins in it would be insane. So usually with doner kebab, I think it's lamb. We're going to be using 5% of minced beef today. So I'm not sure how it's going to turn out, but I had the mince in there which needed using today anyway, so I thought it was a great opportunity to try it. Okay, so we've got our onions and garlic here, and we're going to put everything in the food processor now. So I just used 1 red onion and a teaspoon of garlic cloves. So we have our 5% mince here. So we're just going to also pop this in the food processor. So everything's going in here. Ooh. I hate the feel of raw meat. Right, so I've also popped 1 egg in there. So let me have a look at the recipe for what herbs I need. So we've got the garlic, we've got the onion, we've got the egg, we've got the beef in there. So we want 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, is that ginger? So half a teaspoon of ginger. So that goes in, and then we want 1 teaspoon of cumin, which we haven't got, so I'm going to put a little bit of curry powder in, not a lot because I don't know whether it's the same flavour, but just to add that tiny bit of kick. I think I'm going to do half a teaspoon of the curry powder there, because it is quite a strong. Half a teaspoon of cinnamon. So, oh, they're both okay. So just a little bit of a, I'm just going to sprinkle that in it, just a bit easier. Right, so we've got an egg in there also. We also want 1 teaspoon of paprika. I think I forgot to mention that before. So yeah, we've got paprika here also. So generous amount of that. And then it doesn't say salt and pepper, but I put salt and pepper in everything. I don't think everybody's the same, but I always like to add salt and pepper. So we've got a little bit of pepper, And we're going to put a tiny bit of salt in. And then we're going to blend it. So we have that all in the blender and we're just going to mix. So what I've done is I've just transferred it all to a silicone dish, and I've got to leave this in the fridge for 4 hours. So I'm going to put some foil over the top and then leave that in the fridge for 4 hours. Right, so the meat has been marinating in the fridge for about 4 hours, so it's ready to go in the oven now. I've set the oven at 180 degrees. So this is the meat already. Please ignore the state of my tin, but I'm sure everybody's baking tins look like this. Now, the only small issue I have with this, and it's my fault completely, the recipe says 500 grams of mince meat, whereas I only had a 250 gram of mince, so I don't know if mine's going to be too thin. So it recommends to put it in the oven for an hour and a half with the foil on, and then another 15 minutes. So without the foil. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put mine in for an hour, then take it off, and then probably put it in for another 10 minutes without it on. And I think that will, because it's quite thin, I think I've made a bit of a mistake there. But hopefully it should still turn out okay. So we're going to put it in the oven, and then see when it's ready to eat. I'm so excited for this. I'm really hungry. I'm so ready for something to eat. So let's get it in. I mentioned, but it's actually Halloween today. So happy Halloween to anybody who celebrates Halloween. Some people may not. I mean, we don't make a massive fuss about it, but you know, we do have small children, so we'll be taking Henry trick-or-treating. Well, I think we're going to take him trick-or-treating. He's not feeling himself today. I can tell he's a little bit under the weather. He sounds a little bit groggy, and he actually went for a nap today, which is so unusual for him to have a nap. He's not had a nap for like 6 months. He used to nap really well, which used to be great when he was smaller, because she used to have like an hour then to just like blitz around and get things done, but he's not had a nap for a long time. Yeah, so he went for about an hour's sleep today, and like I said, his voice sounds a little bit groggy, and I keep asking him if he's okay, and he's like, yeah, I'm fine. So I'm going to see how he gets on today, but if he still feels okay later, then we will take him trick-or-treating, and that's why I wanted to get dinner done and eaten before we go. Otherwise, you know, my hands are going to be dipping in that Halloween bag and eating that lovely delicious chocolate if I don't eat before I go out. So yeah, great tip. If you're doing anything like that, make sure you eat before you go out, or even take your own little snacks, like a Fibre One bar or a protein bar, or whatever your choice of a healthier snack is. I wouldn't really fancy walking around with an apple, maybe a toffee apple. But yeah, so anyway, that's in the oven now. I just kind of wanted to say happy Halloween for anybody who's going to be doing anything, nice parties, fireworks, or whatever people do for Halloween. But yeah, we're not going to be doing too much. It's a Monday, isn't it? So a lot of people have got work, and the kids have got school and all different things tomorrow. And while I'm on here as well, I've got a minute, the kids are not at my feet. Well, Harper can't really be at my feet because she's just over 2 months old, but you know what I mean. She's I just wanted to say thank you to anybody who's subscribed to my channel. I'm actually on 100 subscribers now, which may not seem a lot to some people, but for me that just seems insane that even one person wants to watch my video, let alone 100 people subscribing to it. So I really do appreciate anybody who's taken the time to press that button, taken the time to like a video, to comment on a video, anything. I just really appreciate it, and it honestly does mean a lot to me. Every time I see that number go up by 1, I'm like, oh my god, I get really excited. So thank you so much, and if you haven't subscribed, I'd love it if you could subscribe to my channel and then you get notified when I upload a new video. I'm trying to be more proactive at uploading videos and being a bit more consistent with my uploads and things like that. So I want to at least do 2 videos a week and maybe even 3 sometimes, but I want to at least hit 2 videos. Right, so this is it just come out the oven. Well, I had to leave it for 15 minutes to rest when it came out. I've just tried the end bit, and I'm not just saying this, it is absolutely delicious. It does shrink a little bit, but this is only good. Dan, Henry won't eat this, so it's only going to be for me and Dan, so this is absolutely enough. But I would double up and I would use this the next day because it is so nice. I'm just going to make some salad, and then I'll show you it when the meal's all put together. So this is the finished article. How delicious. So for the dressing, I've just used fat-free, zero fat-free yogurt, 0% fat-free yogurt, should I say, with some mint sauce. So I believe mint sauce is free. If it isn't different, just pop a comment and let me know. So that sauce is free. And then we've got lettuce, cucumber and onions. That's all speed. Now they didn't have any wholemeal pizzas in the cart, so I'm gonna have to sin it, and it's 200 calories, so it's gonna be around about 10 sins, but I knew that was gonna be the case, so I saved my sins today and I'm gonna enjoy it. I've tried the sauce, that's so nice, and like I said, I've already tried the meat and it is gorgeous. So excited to see how this goes. I'll pop on here quickly and let you know I've just eaten that kebab and it was so nice. It felt like a real naughty treat and takeaway, but was so low in sins and calories.